One day you're feeling empowered and you're really believing in your manifestation and you're feeling great and on top of the world. And then the next day you crash, you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling like this isn't working. If this sounds familiar to you, then stick around because in this video, I'm going to share how to deal with the emotional ups and downs when manifesting. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach. And in this video, I'm going to shine some light on how to deal with the emotional roller coaster when manifesting. But first, if you would like to get coached by me, I offer an online course, Manifest Your SP Mastery. This is where I show you step by step exactly how to manifest your specific person. I also offer one-on-one coaching to help you manifest anything that your heart desires. And finally, I also offer monthly membership coaching. This is where you can get live coaching with me on a weekly basis to really stay on top of your manifestation game. You can get access to any of these offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. How to deal with the emotional ups and downs when manifesting. Now, this video is responding to a question from one of the viewers in the comment section. This person was sharing how they are manifesting their specific person, and on some days they feel great, they feel incredible, they really believe in their affirmations, they're on top of the world. And then on some days they're feeling really low, they're feeling really sad, they're thinking to themselves, can this really work for me? And their question was, Priya, can you please address this? Why do we experience emotional ups and downs? And also how to deal with this when manifesting. So I'm going to use the example of a specific person to answer this viewer in this video. However, you can apply this to anything that you're manifesting, whether that's the car, the house, the money, your dream body. It's the same principle. So the first thing that I want to share is that it is completely normal to experience emotional ups and downs when you are manifesting your specific person. Now let's talk about why this occurs when you begin to manifest your specific person. So firstly, it's about understanding how manifestation works. All you have to do to manifest the version of your specific person that you desire is think as if you are the version of you that is in a loving, committed relationship with your specific person. You saturate your subconscious mind with this new story through affirmations. Remember that affirmations are just the thoughts that you are thinking. So every time you are thinking, you are affirming. So when the new story becomes dominant within you, dominant meaning you're telling the new story of your end more than you're telling the old story, your subconscious mind must produce proof of this to you in your 3D reality. This is when you'll manifest the version of your specific person that wants to be in a loving, committed relationship with you. Now, note here that I said when your new story that implies your end becomes the dominant story within you. Dominant meaning that this new story, and let's say that your new story is me and my specific person are in a happy, committed, loving relationship. I'm the love of their life. I'm always prioritized. I'm always chosen. When this new story becomes dominant within you, I want you to understand that this means that this is now your new dominant state. And this means that you're going to manifest emotions that are equivalent to this new dominant state. When your new story says, well, me and my specific person are in a loving, committed relationship and I'm the love of their life and I'm always prioritized and I'm always chosen, you are going to manifest emotions such as peace or satisfaction that are equivalent to the new dominant story that you've been saturating your subconscious mind with. Initially, however, when you are at the beginning of manifesting your specific person on this journey, remember that you have negative assumptions. So maybe, for example, you have assumptions that say my specific person hates me, they're not ready for commitment, they don't love me. Maybe you're somebody that also has a low self-concept where you don't know your value and your worth. So you have stories such as, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough. So Your old assumption is what is currently dominant within you at the beginning of this journey. And the idea is you want to get to the point where your new story that implies your end is the dominant story within you. So initially on this journey, when you are affirming, it makes sense that you're going to have emotional ups and downs because it's a battle between the old version of you, your old assumptions, versus the new version of you. So there's going to be some days where you're affirming and you're really feeling great about your affirmations, and then other days where the old version of you that has the old assumption is winning because those negative stories are coming up, those negative stories that say, SP doesn't love me, this isn't going to work for me. That is completely normal, and that is going to cause you to experience an emotional roller coaster where one day you're feeling great, the next day you're feeling low. It's all valid and it's completely normal. You just want to understand and be aware of what is really happening here. And all that is really happening is that your new story is not yet the dominant story within you. Now, where most people trip up is when they're experiencing this emotional highs and lows. They think that something's gone wrong. They're like, oh, one day I was feeling great and empowered and I'm believing in my manifestation. And the next day I'm feeling shit. I'm feeling sad and I'm thinking SP hates me. This must mean I'm doing something wrong. I'm not going to get my manifestation. This is absolutely not true. You're not doing anything wrong. Your manifestation is working. Your only job is to persist from the awareness that my new story isn't yet the dominant story within me. That's it. So you keep persisting in the awareness that you're in your desired reality through your affirmations that imply your end, such as me and my specific person are in a happy, loving, committed relationship. I'm the love of their life. I'm always prioritized. I'm always chosen. You keep persisting with that. Eventually, you will get to a point where you will no longer be experiencing the negative emotions as much. So as you keep persisting with your new story, those emotional ups and downs will get less and less and less and less, because the more you persist with your new story, you are anchoring yourself in the new version of you that has your manifestation. So dominantly, you're going to be feeling at the very least neutral. Now, on the days where you are experiencing the lows, where you're feeling sad, you're feeling angry, you're feeling like shit, I want you to know that this is completely valid. Now, in order to deal with these days, the first thing that you want to do is you want to stop giving the days where you're feeling low or when you're feeling sad negative meanings, such as, this means that my manifestation isn't working. You don't want to judge yourself or shame yourself or condemn yourself. In fact, you want to practice giving yourself compassion, validating your emotions, reminding yourself that actually this is all part of the perfect unfolding that is leading you to your manifestation. So you want to stop giving those days where you're feeling sad and when you're feeling low a negative meaning. You want to stop assuming that this means that you're not getting your manifestation, and instead you want to assume that it's all part of the perfect unfolding that is leading you to your manifestation. That's number one. So you come at it from that mindset. Now, the second part to this is you obviously want to address the human part of you that is feeling this sadness or that is feeling angry or defeated or hopeless. And the best way that I have found to do this is to simply accept the emotion, meaning feel everything that you need to feel the sadness, feel the anger, but reject the negative story. The negative story that says, SP doesn't love me, SP doesn't want me, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, this doesn't work, what if I don't manifest what I want, what if this doesn't work for me? You're going to reject that story. All you have to do on those days when you're feeling low is feel the emotion, but reject the story, meaning you keep your thoughts in check. You don't let your emotions tell you who you are. Remember, you are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are the I am consciousness. So you get to decide everything. Meaning, just because you're feeling negative emotion, you don't give it the meaning that now you're not getting your manifestation or that you've done something wrong. You keep your thoughts in check. You tell your emotions who you are. So you are feeling the sadness, you allow yourself to feel it. But in your mind, you're still affirming, me and my specific person are in a happy, committed relationship. I'm the love of their life. I'm always prioritized. I'm always chosen. You keep your thoughts in check. So you persist in your end through the stories that you're telling, and you also allow yourself to feel the emotions of the sadness or the anger. You do not suppress your emotions. If you suppress your emotions or if you try to suppress them, they will just keep coming back up until you finally acknowledge them. So the idea is you want to accept the emotion, feel the emotion, reject the negative story, and continue to persist with your end no matter what. And just remind yourself that it's completely valid to have days where you're not feeling great or where you're feeling low. It is completely valid. Do not make yourself wrong. Something else that is worth noting here is that you could be feeling really sad and shit today, and tomorrow you manifest the version of your specific person that you desire. They approach you and they tell you that they love you and that they want to be with you. You have no idea if you are just one affirmation away from making your new story the dominant story within you. Like, you have no idea. I have manifested things where the day before I was feeling sad. And the reason why I still got my manifestation is because ultimately it's your dominant story that manifests. The dominant story you are telling is what your subconscious mind will produce proof of. So you don't need to fear those days where your mood is low, where you're not feeling great. You don't have to fear it. Just remember that it's your dominant story that manifests. You are human. It's okay to have those days where you're feeling low. Just remember to keep your thoughts in check. Remember that your dominant stories is what manifests. So my main message for this video is that the emotional ups and downs that you are currently experiencing is normal at the beginning of your journey when your old assumption is dominant. But as you keep persisting with your new story, as you keep thinking as if you are the version of you that has your specific person, that is in a loving, committed relationship with your specific person, what you will find is those emotional ups and downs will become less and less and less over time. Either to the point where you're no longer experiencing emotional ups and downs, or to the point where those low days are very minimal. Finally, I want to remind you that it is your dominant thought that manifests. So don't fear those days where you are feeling low, where you are feeling sad. Give it all a good meaning. Give it the meaning that this is all part of the perfect unfolding that is leading you to your manifestation with your SP. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.